Skin cancer is one of the most common cancers in the US, and the main cause is UV radiation from the sun. Sunscreen is genuinely one of the most well-evidenced things you can do for your health and protection. So let me explain how it actually works. Sunlight contains two types of UV radiation that damages your skin. UVB is the one that causes sunburn because it hits the outer layers of your skin, and it's what SPF actually measures protection against. UVA is a little sneakier. It has a longer wavelength, penetrates deeper into your skin, and doesn't cause the burn you'd immediately notice, but it does damage your DNA, it breaks down collagen, causes premature aging, and contributes to skin cancer. And it still affects your skin on cloudy days and through car windows. You need protection from both. That's what broad spectrum means on your sunscreen label. It covers both UVA and UVB protection. There is another type of UV radiation called UVC, but it doesn't actually come in contact with your skin as it gets absorbed in the atmosphere. So SPF means sun protection factor, and it specifically measures UVB protection. Reason is because it's easier to measure. UVB rays are what causes sunburn and redness on your skin. SPF 30 blocks about 97% of UVB rays. SPF 50 blocks about 98%. SPF 100 blocks about 99%. The jump from 30 to 100 SPF is actually smaller than you think. But no sunscreen blocks 100% of UV rays, and SPF holds only if you apply enough. Most people apply only about 25% of the recommended amount, so your SPF 50 is performing more like an SPF 10. There are two types of sunscreen. Chemical sunscreen use organic compounds like avobenzone or oxy that absorb UV radiation and converts it into heat, which then dissipates from your skin. Mineral sunscreens use zinc oxide or titanium dioxide, tiny particles that sit on the surface of your skin, and also primarily absorb UV. They tend to leave a white cast, but nano-sized minerals typically don't. They both work. Their mechanisms for protection are just slightly different. The most important thing is that you actually use one. Now, your skin does have its own UV protection built in. It's called melanin, and it's produced by cells called melanocytes in response to UV exposure. There are two types: eumelanin, which is dark brown or black, and is the main protective one, and pheomelanin, which is red or yellow and actually provides very little UV protection. Eumelanin works similarly like a chemical sunscreen. It absorbs UV radiation, converts it into harmless heat before it can damage your skin. Darker skin has a higher concentration of eumelanin, which is why it has a natural higher baseline UV protection, estimated at around the equivalent of SPF 13 compared to lighter skin. When you get a tan, your melanocytes are ramping up eumelanin production in response to UV damage. It's your skin's response to injury. SPF 13 is not enough. Dermatologists recommend at least SPF 30 or higher for everyone, regardless of skin tone. Darker skin absolutely gets UV damage. DNA mutations